I do have a previous video about why rubber basketballs are the best material basketball to use for beginners, but composite basketballs are more ideal for intermediate or advanced players, especially when you're talking specifically about outdoors at the park. Because when you're talking about indoors, now you're talking about organized basketball, now you're talking about leather basketballs. So let's talk about what's good and what's bad about composite material basketballs and why or why not you should buy them, use them for your streetball career. So let's talk about the good and the bad of composite basketballs and why or why not you should use them out here at the park. Let's start off with talking about what they are to begin with, like why do they exist? So in the beginning, when players first started coming out to the park on a regular basis, right, you usually would only have rubber basketballs, right? It wasn't until the late 90s, early 2000s that composite basketball started to come along, because all you had for a choice was plain old rubber basketballs or playing indoors with leather basketballs. And the idea behind composite basketballs is that they are usable indoors. They have a form, a presentation that makes it look and feel like a leather basketball, the kind you would use indoors, but have the materials, the durability, the performance of an outdoor basketball, so it could last and be used outdoor as well. So ideally, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the presentation and the feel of like a leather indoor basketball, but the performance and durability of an outdoor rubber basketball. The problem is what you're expecting is you're expecting A+, you're expecting like an A for performance of the feel and presentation of an indoor leather basketball, but you're also expecting an A for the durability and performance of an outdoor rubber basketball. But in general, for the general average composite basketball, you don't get A for both indoor and outdoor usage. My experience is you get about a B- for both, which isn't bad, but you know, it's not what you're expecting. It never really lives up to your expectations. You want the best of both worlds, you don't really get that. Not only that, but because you're expecting the best of both worlds, because you're expecting a better performance than just a basic outdoor rubber basketball, you're expecting indoor performance, feel, presentation of indoor kind of leather basketball as well, right? That means the price of the ball increases than just a regular rubber basketball, because this ball is made of an amalgamation of different materials, not just rubber. It's a combination of leather and synthetic materials, and they composite them together. And just gathering those materials, having those, manufacturing those materials costs more money for the company. Thus, the balls cost more money for you in the marketplace. So on average, composite basketballs are more expensive than just basic rubber basketballs. And that leads directly into durability, because you're expecting to have kind of the durability you would have, at least in the direction of a leather basketball, and how long a leather basketball would last being used indoors. Just basic rubber basketballs are notorious for the fact that because they're being used on such hard, abrasive surfaces like concrete and asphalt out at the park, that they break down relatively fast. So when you get an upgrade in material from just basic rubber, you also expect an upgrade in durability so that the ball doesn't wear out as quickly as a rubber basketball. And I think on average that's true. With composite basketballs, the durability does rise. However, it is always subjective, right? Because it depends on the amount of usage of the basketball, the wear and tear that players put on an individual basketball, how fast it's going to wear down. Go out and you buy and you find a composite basketball that you like, and you find that it really fits you. Like, this is the kind of basketball that you've been wanting and looking for. It just happens to fit you, your personality, your game better than any other rubber basketball that you use so far.